Hello and welcome to the Iron Lung podcast with me, Leo.
And me, Aspage.
And me, Leoff, as well. And today we are kindly joined by the most well-known man in Accrington, Chris Kenyon. So, Chris Kenyon owns and tattoos at True Til Death tattoo studio in Accrington, which is a sick shop and that. So, my first question for you today, Kenyon, is it coming home?
Yes.
Yes, that's fucking easy.
Positivity is what we like.
Positivity,
It's
yeah,
definitely
it's a
coming
good
on.
one. It's a good one, that. So do you want to sort of give a little bit of information to the people that don't know who you are, sort of like just who you are, what you do and that, and just whatever?
Right. Where do you want me to start?
Wherever you want.
I'm Chris Kenyon. I'm a tattooist from Accrington. I've been tattooing for 12 years. Yeah. I don't really know what else. I specialise in nothing. I like to tattoo everything. Pretty much anything that comes to the shop I'll do, or I'll try to do anyway. Know new guys through tattooing, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And Xbox.
Definitely, yeah.
And some of your friends.
Definitely. You've been tattooing a long line of my family members as well.
Yeah.
You started tattooing Mark. When did you start tattooing Mark? It was about 8 years ago, wasn't it?
9 or 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah. So you started tattooing Mark, and then obviously Josh rolls through the ranks, started getting tattooed off you, and then
Did I tattoo Josh before you?
Yeah. Oh no, you might have tattooed Josh on. No, you definitely tattooed Josh before me, and then I came as well afterwards.
I get lost with your family.
Yeah, there's too many. And then Athena gets tattooed off Jim now as well, doesn't she?
Yeah,
So
she does,
they're all going through the shop. It's like when we was at school and teachers had joked that another Smith, they're coming through, and that's what it's gonna be like tattooing, because everyone's gonna go through ranks. So yeah, that's exciting, isn't it? You're gonna be tattooing Smiths forever, mate.
Yeah, keep the money rolling in.
So where did you start tattooing?
Well, I did my first tattoo at home. Shouldn't have, but I did.
Is it a good old like stick and port?
It was
Indian
it
ink?
was a really bad kit off eBay.
That sounds like Lewis.
And I tell people not to do that these days.
Yeah. But that's how you started.
But that's not that. Yeah, that is how I started.
Lewis was literally debating buying a shit kit off Amazon like 3 weeks ago.
Oh
Was
no!
you?
Don't.
Was you debating buying a shit kit?
No,
Was you?
no.
Katie tried talking him into it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fuck's
That's
sake.
bad.
Kenyon, will you talk some sense into him, please?
Before, when I did it, there was no real information about what was in those kits. But BBC One bought one of these kits a few years ago, I think it were, on one of these like rogue trader shows. And when they tested the inks, there was like rat feces and all sorts in them.
Shit.
Because they're just made in like huge vats in China or where in Asia. There's no like testing or quality control. It's just all like it's terrible.
Do you reckon you could buy the kit and then does the kit actually come with like a gun, or is it?
These kits that you should not buy.
I'll
come
put a
with
link in
everything.
description. I'll put a link in description if you want to buy one.
No, do not. They come with everything, basically.
So
Inks, like everything, but it's all really bad.
yeah, just
Yeah,
like very
just really poor.
very bastardized
Like
kits.
shy. Yeah.
Do you reckon could you like get the kit and then maybe get some better ink? Would that solve the situation?
No, because the needles are shit, the machines are shit. You can't sterilize anything for
Obviously,
a start.
yeah.
So if you're using grips or anything, you can't sterilize it. So if you start tattooing your mates, I've heard of people saying that they've took the grip out, they boiled it in the kettle, and that's clean. That's not the case.
No.
That is not the case.
I'm no scientist, but I'm pretty sure that's not safe.
That is not safe.
I'll just autoclave them at work, me. I'll just put them in autoclave. at
Well,
work.
you've got
It'd be
access to an autoclave, haven't you?
great. Yeah, so I'm chilling.
Still shouldn't do it though.
I know all about it. I'll get some like because all your like needles and stuff are like they're done through radiation sterilization, aren't they? Before they come.
I actually don't know how they're done before they come.
Oh right, so
All I know is that we clean our grips. The needles get thrown away, so
Yeah.
they just come pre-packaged.
yeah. So there's two types of sterilization. There's the normal when you put it through an autoclave, 134 degrees and all that bullshit. And then they can sterilise them through radiation. So they irradiate the packaging when it's in the package, and then that's how they sterilise it, and then they send it in. So that's why they're also, if they're single use, they'll tend to be irradiated before they get sent, and that's how they sterilise them. So yeah, interesting.
Interesting.
Why have you got a fucking brolly? Fuck.
Bro, I just seen him
I've got to
with
take
that
a clip of
brolly.
that. Jesus Christ. This guy comes out. This is why we missed him last week, because he just does the stupidest shit. Yeah, I know it's leaking. Oh, it's coming on, by the way. Even though it's a United Kingdom flag, but, you know, same difference. But, fuck, he's a special kid.
There's not actually a window up there, is there? The windows, there's like gaps.
Yeah, it's all shattered, mate. It's a dangerous building to be in. If that roof falls down, we're fucked.
Nice.
But we'll get you out in time. Don't you worry about it. It's not a problem.
It's been standing for, you know, as long as we've been here, as long as you've been
I've
here.
been here for like 4 or 5 years.
I know other guys who have had practice rooms in here
Geno had this. What
for
was
like
it?
20 years.
Yeah, Geno had one in here. Yeah,
Yeah.
He was like coming home when he had that, didn't he? He loved it.
Yeah,
it.
he was buzzing being back in here.
being back in here with class. So you've seen parts of the podcast, so you know that a weekly segment is Beer of the Week.
Yeah.
We've got a strange one this week. I want you to have a look at the glasses that you've got in front of you there. So we've got an Omnipollo one, a Cloudwater one, and one from Durham Brewery. What do you reckon we've got for you this week?
I think I heard you say it on another podcast, so...
Did you?
Did we?
Guinness.
Oh yeah, we have. When did we say that on a podcast?
Yo, what?
I don't know.
Oh, fucked it.
Right.
You fucked it.
So there's 2 reasons to why we've got not Guinness glasses, right? So one of them is my Guinness guy couldn't get me the glasses in time, so I'm not going to plug him because...
Who's your Guinness guy?
Oh, don't ask questions.
Just bleep it, bro.
Oh, no, I won't bleep it. It's my brother's Black Dog now, isn't he?
Oliver.
My brother Oliver.
I don't know Oliver, do I?
No, you won't have met Oliver, no, but he's the landlord at Black Dog now. So I was going to get Guinness glasses, but it was kind of like a win-win situation, because I was either going to get Guinness glasses or I was going to get shit Guinness glasses and try to get on shit London Guinness, because I know you love that page.
Yeah, that's bad for me to get on there, though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
so this is the plan.
We won't put yours on.
I'm only joking.
Nah, this is the
I
plan.
could have brought a Guinness glass. I've got can-sized Guinness glasses.
We wanted to be a surprise, though.
Well,
But
I can't
obviously
believe we
you
said
You
didn't.
wanted it to be a surprise, but you knew I was watching them.
But
you mentioned it.
but we don't remember saying
I
it.
don't remember.
You
saying it.
mentioned it on
Did
the
I?
podcast,
It
yeah.
was probably on Geno's episode. I think it was on Geno's episode.
Yeah, with you, yeah.
Yeah, I think
were
it was on
my bad.
Geno's episode. I should have bleeped it.
You
shouldn't
are
I?
fired.
Oh, well. Whoops.
Slipped it.
Anyway, so we're gonna try and
That's
get
ruined it.
we're gonna try and get on shit London Guinness. That's the plan. So I got the most out there glass I had, so they look the shittest compared to putting
Nice.
them in normal Guinness glasses. So we're gonna see who can pour the shittest, and we're gonna try and get it on shit
The
London Guinness.
shittest, actual shittest, or the
No,
best
no,
shittest?
you're good. Just
do
do what you can,
and then we'll
just
take
see
some
what
pictures.
happens.
And it's a
It's gonna be
social experiment, mate. To see if we can get on shit London Guinness,
Terrible, this.
and that'll obviously it would be a world achievement for you. It'd be like getting Guinness Book of World Records.
No,
wouldn't
we'll get Kenyon on beautiful pints.
We can't because we haven't got proper glasses.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What's beautiful pints?
Beautiful pints is the alter
the
ego.
same guy, but it's all just really nice looking pints of Guinness.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so he does that as well. So the plan is, I don't know if Geno mentioned it too, but sometime in the future we're going to get you and Geno on for an episode.
Sick. I mentioned it to him, I think.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
we were on
plugging it.
piss.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
Fucking easy. Was that what that was when you were in gimp suit, wasn't it?
Possibly, yeah.
Can I throw a picture of that up on the
Yeah,
screen?
of course you can,
So
yeah.
obviously on your stag do, you went in a fucking gimp suit.
Yeah,
So
well,
fucking throw it up. There you go. It's a lovely picture.
didn't
of
know I
that
was gonna-
class.
The night before my wedding, which I didn't know about.
What, the wedding?
No, I, knew about it. I didn't know about the stag do the night before.
That's fucking sick. How did they coerce you into wearing a gimp suit?
A stripper took all my clothes off,
And
and then they said, "You're not getting dressed." Put this on.
Will this get you divorced?
No, she knows about it.
Oh, that's all right then. She's
Yeah.
real.
I rang her up.
Did you?
I rang Amy up. I said, "I've just had a stripper, and she made me tune her nipples in to a radio frequency."
What radio station was
I
it?
can't remember. I just remember asking her if she got a self-employment support grant.
Fair enough. Anyways, that's a fucking story. Let's pour some fucking Guinness. Which glass do you want, Kenyon?
I'll go middle.
Cloudwater, nice choice. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
for the Omnipollo one.
Of course you are. And I don't get a choice. It's fine, boys.
You get the bigger one. So, Pete, your weapon. pick your Guinness. Let's see who can get on Shit London Guinness. Should we do it so I'll take a trio of pictures and then single ones and send them in and see if one of them gets on. And then obviously if we do, we'll feature it in another episode like in a couple of weeks. But it'd be fucking well funny if we get on. But yeah, on yours and Jenna's episode, we'll get the glass and we'll try and get them beautiful pints that time. So we'll make it like a running series. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Right,
Law of attraction.
Do we go for a half and half or a hard pour? That's the question, isn't it?
I don't know what that means.
Because like you're supposed to leave it like halfway through.
You do it.
Oh yeah, right. No, I know what you mean.
I'm gonna go for a hard.
I don't know because if it was a proper glass, if it was a proper,
Oh no.
yeah, because you do that thing where you just fucking bang it all in, don't you? So, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, I'm gonna show it to camera because obviously it's Spirit Week in it, so we have to show it to camera. You guys get going. Joe, keep him entertained, lad.
I'm nervous.
What? Do you want me to just pour it?
Go for it, mate.
All right. I'm gonna go half and half.
I've never actually poured a pint of Guinness. I drink a lot of it at the pub, but I've never actually had a can of it, so it's going to be interesting.
I don't know where to stop.
Whatever tickles your fancy, mate. Your glass is going to be the hardest one to do because
it?
them glasses, the craft master glasses, so they're supposed to push the flavour to the top, so the head sits better. So it might be more difficult to pour into that.
I don't know if it might be easier actually.
Well,
I'll keep going for the half and half.
I'm not a physician, so I don't know the actual physics of it, mate. But that makes a funny sound. I love the widgets in the cans.
Yeah.
Oh, for those who didn't know, that's an interesting fucking sentiment for you, innit? They're called widgets, them little balls in these glass.
You can open them without activating them as well, can't you?
Can you?
Because I think the widgets activate nitrogen or something.
Do they? I didn't know what they did.
works.
That's fucking mad. I
My
knew
mind's
he was the Guinness master.
Guinness master.
No, it's like when you get those little cocktail, you know the ones, it's like got a pina colada in it. They've got widgets in them as well, and I think it's like the same thing. They call like nitro cocktails or something.
Okay. Oh, he's just gone for it.
I've just gone for it.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
just gone for it.
I'm just gonna...
Oh, I don't know. It's going alright. It's going alright. Go on, boys. Yours is looking frothier than mine. Oh, do you know what, Kenyon? That's a beautiful
Considering it's in a
Guinness.
shit fucking glass.
It's not bad, that.
Well,
Look
it's
at Jules. Go on, then.
That's a ice cream sundae.
But mine's alright. It's not too bad. It's settled quite quickly, though.
Yeah, that's isn't it.
Settled quite nicely. Should we get some pictures of that for Shit London
Mine's
Guinness,
flat.
then?
We'll do it in the ad break.
Yeah, we'll do, no, because obviously it'll be fucking gone by then, you
shit,
dick.
of course it
Right, Joe, keep them entertained. I'm going to take them in front of the Iron Lung podcast sign, so then if they do put it on, it's good publicity.
Well, how are you going to do that then?
Huh?
How are you going to do that?
Trust me. Just
Okay.
So, Kenyon,
Yes.
whilst we're on the topics of Guinness, where have you had the shittest Guinness?
Black Dog last weekend.
I'm not joking. They're fucking spenny in there, though, Guinness.
I know they are.
Shittest Guinness. I don't know. I've had many shit Guinness.
Plug. Selfless.
I know, Joe, keep them entertained. It might
Shit.
take me a while.
What? Well, see, this is why I said don't do it now.
Yeah, but we had to, didn't we?
Oh my, look at you shaking.
I know, because I've got anxiety.
Man's nervous.
These are actually decent.
No, mine's not.
I feel like mine, considering it's in that glass, it's come out alright.
It does actually.
Yours is decent. I'll take. Do you know? Because it's you doing it, Kenyon, we'll get you in it. Just
Oh,
so
for
that
fuck's sake.
if it goes on, mate, it'll be. And then should we get the trifecta, or should we see which one gets on?
If you're doing the trifecta, you have to bang them out on the table quick.
Nah, fuck it. We'll see which one. We'll see which one gets on. I'll send them all three, and he might put it in like a real thing. But obviously, we'll pretend that our ambition wasn't to get on Shit London Guinness and just see what happens. But that's whoever just put my bed. Obviously, fucking lost it. There we go.
There
Sorted.
we are.
So where was the shittest Guinness? You've had many shit Guinnesses, but
Yeah.
do you remember ever seeing a Guinness and thinking, "Fuck that, I'm not drinking that shit"?
No, not really. Probably somewhere in Accrington.
Yeah, I still don't think.
Possibly a
I'd turn it down.
can. A can Guinness.
A can
These
Guinness.
days, those cans ones aren't too bad, the surgery ones though, so...
Yeah,
It's very rare you get really shit.
Yeah, me and Joe was looking. Well, Joe was looking before he came, and he was looking at original Guinness. What's the difference between that one and the fucking?
No, I don't know.
wrong one? No, I don't
Which
know
one? The
either.
one in the bottle?
No, it
No,
was
in
in
a
it was in a can. Like, I went to Spar to get them, and then there was a 4-pack of Guinness Original, and then there was a 10-pack of that. And I
I'm
didn't
not
know-
quite sure, to
I
be
don't know
honest.
the
I
difference.
don't think I've had the can ones. The original ones.
I just
No,
didn't know
I
if they were a
mean-
difference, so I got them just to be on safe
I tend to
side.
just stick with what I know.
Just go for it. Black can.
Yeah,
No messing.
nice big black can.
have you Have you been to the distillery?
No.
And stuff? Have you not
I
been?
once went to Dublin. Can I drink this? Yeah.
Yeah, go for
I went to Dublin.
No, you're not meant to drink it. It's
That'll
just
be
if
£5,
you're
please, mate.
pour it that and drain in a
I
minute.
poured it myself. I went to Dublin when I was 19 with an ex, and by the time we've got there, paid to get to our hotel, I ran out of money. So we stayed in the hotel for the weekend, didn't leave, and then just went home.
Nice. That sounds.
Did you
Like...
just go on a
That,
walk
innit?
or something? See the sights?
Literally didn't even go for a walk.
Did you not?
No, we were that scared. We just stayed in the hotel all weekend.
Does it cost to breathe the air in Dublin or something?
Well, we weren't walking people at the time.
It's either get kegged or nothing.
That sounds like my sort of holiday. That I'm so introverted. I'd love to just go and like sit inside, but look outside. Like, oh, that's nice. I'll walk that tomorrow, and then be like, nah, I'm got
I literally
anxiety.
don't remember doing anything that weekend.
But you were just in
We
Dublin.
Yeah, we went and we were just skint. I think we'd overestimated how much money we had.
Yeah.
So
What did you do when you get there? Is there a reason to sort of like?
we just went for a weekend away.
Yeah.
And then just didn't have any money, so just stayed in the hotel.
Who's drinking tinnies?
Sad, isn't it?
It is sad. I'm trying to think of something to carry on that topic, but I just feel so like fear.
Should we just go back to tattooing?
I think so.
Oh, God.
Yeah, fucking. So obviously there's craft beer as well. We'll go on to tattoo in a minute. We need to get a good clip for this week's beer of the week, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
What is a stout? Are you still drinking stouts when you go to drink
Yeah.
crafts?
Yeah.
Is that sort of like you still
I like-
go to?
I like a stout during the week,
Yeah.
and then like IPAs, strong IPAs
Yeah,
at the weekend.
definitely. A couple.
But a stout is a nice one for after work. A strong stout.
Yeah. What's one you've had recently that you thought this is like A class?
Oh shit, what was it now? It was one of them ones actually. One of these play brew calls.
Was it the chocolate blocker? Was it that
It
one?
might have been, yeah.
That-
that was
in
pretty
the
good.
it was in
Yeah.
like a white can with like the block writing on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Was it white and pink?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that
It was
was
something like that,
I
yeah.
had that. That was fucking sick.
Yeah.
I remember having a peppercorn porter when I was at Menny's once, and that like because I wasn't really into stouts or like porters at the time, and I had that. That was fucking sick. And then the like the Irish cream imperial stout that Tiny Rebel did.
That
was fucking,
really good.
Well, I
Yeah.
was
Their puff one.
Yeah, they do it at Christmas, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I went in to get some off Menny, and he only got like 6 in, and I went in and I bought 3, and he was like, "Oh, Kenyon just came by and bought
I think
the
I
other
bought
3.
at least 2 or 3.
Yeah. So I think we just bought them all. So
Yeah.
I was like, fair
Well
fucks.
good.
Did you see the glazed ham one they did?
No.
Oh, they went on a mad one, started doing like loads of different stay puffs, like a glazed ham and like all sorts of weird like
That is
stay
weird.
puffs. They were fucking weird. But
That
yeah.
sounds fucking gross.
Yeah, it was good though.
That sounds
I didn't have
gross.
that one. What?
Friggin' Seabrook's Northern Monk.
Do you know what? It didn't fucking taste like.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
We had it on the first episode because we was looking for it, and I ended up going into
There's a bargain booze in Leyland.
the bargain
which has
booze in
gone rogue.
Leyland, yeah. Have you seen that bargain?
Yeah, I
booze in
drove
Leyland?
over during the lockdown.
Yeah, so it's just you that hasn't been yet.
Shouldn't
I know,
have,
yeah.
but I
But
did, it was essential.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
essential.
of course
You
it
gotta
is.
you gotta
Yeah.
get the bed.
Turns
done,
out that guy is from Accrington.
he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was speaking to him, and because I work in Chorley, so I'm not too far away. And he was like, "Oh, where have you come from?" I was like, "Oh, I usually go on Taps like time I live in Oswestry." So I was like, "Oh, sound, I live over there. If you ever want anything, look on Taps, let me know, and I'll drop it off for you." So he was dead nice, really nice guy. But yeah, I popped in and he had them, so I was like, "Fuck it, that's for first week podcast." That so I
Yeah, 'cause
saved
we
it
were
for
trying
like
to get
2
them
weeks.
from Northern Monk.
Yeah,
They sold out
yeah.
really quick.
And then I saved them for 2 weeks, and then we had it, and it didn't. It just tasted like a
It wasn't
gozer.
offensive. But
No.
it wasn't amazing either.
I wanted it to be shit, but it wasn't, and it was quite upsetting. But then
I wouldn't have it again though.
I'd have it again. It wasn't bad. It wasn't too like heartburny like most causes, but the I went when I signed up to the Patrons Society. I went on and they had loads of them. They had loads of them, like the cheese and onion ones and the prawn cocktail ones, and I was
Just
like,
stashing them
"Fuck's
for one
sake."
side
Yeah,
for special
yeah,
people, aren't they?
exactly for special folks. So yeah, that was quite funny. But yeah, who the fuck's firing shit in the
Special
corridor?
folk.
Was it a big rat? Did you go out and shoot it in like lightning speed? Nice, nice. The guns. The guns. What are you doing? The
Looks
maps.
like it's got real bullets in it.
Yeah, no, it's just the decoys, mate. Don't worry, we're not
Jesus
we're not gonna
Christ.
pepper you with some like 50 cal like rounds or anything like that.
Shit.
So it looks like you're playing Warzone, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. How many wins have you got on Warzone now? Because you're playing the game religiously
Bet
still.
30 odd, I think.
Fuck hell, I've only
But-
got like 2.
only because I'm playing with good people.
It's the only reason I've got any wins. I think Geno's carried me to both of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at it, really. I'm not great. Geno's had like a ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
But he's played at least 3 times longer. I think he's played literally over a month
Really?
of Warzone.
in-game time.
I looked
That
the
is-
Yeah.
I looked the other
extreme.
day. I was saying to you, Anna, because I was on about it with Josh, and we were looking at the scoreboards, and he'd been in like the top 10 like 800 times. I'm like
800
800
times.
times, yeah.
That's
The
mental.
guy
gross.
loves that game, doesn't he? He plays it.
I
so
don't
much.
think he loves it as much these days. I think he's gone off it a bit.
Is he? Are you still smashing it?
I'll go on for like a couple of hours a week, something like that.
Just see a message
kids
pop
are in
up in
bed.
group chat every now and then, like anyone on. And
Yeah.
then everyone just gets it heard.
And then Kurt, someone put on the other day, then he was like, "This chat's dead." I was like,
Yeah, well dead.
fucking
It was like,
funny,
all
that.
it is just people asking if anyone's on and then getting ignored.
Yeah, I still play it. Like, we play it all the time with Josh. Like, I just jump on and play it. Like, it's
Something to do,
just
innit?
passes time, doesn't it? It's not too
I think
bad.
the only reason we played it that much was just because it was locked down. There was literally fuck all to do.
Yeah. I think I'd bought Modern Warfare in lockdown and then literally like played it like twice. But then I'm quite glad I have it now because I use it for like upgrading my guns all the time.
Yeah.
And new guns come out. But yeah, it's alright. I play Cowboy Zombies instead, but that's pretty dead as well because fucking the devs for Call of Duty are well lazy. They're so lazy. Do my head in. Well, anyway.
Calling out another
Yeah,
corporate
yeah,
company.
we call out someone big every fucking episode. One day someone's gonna buy it and it's gonna be really fucking funny. Can't wait for that.
God, someone big.
So we'll call it True Til Death. Should we start like a war between each
We
other
should
and
do,
just
yeah.
fucking call each other out for daft shit
Yeah,
and then fucking see what happens?
dickheads.
I fucking hate True Til Death. I'm never going back again.
Fuck Iron Lung.
Fuck's sake. So you've done a lot of tattoos. Fucking plenty of tattoos, mate.
I've done a lot of tattoos, yeah.
And I was perusing through your Instagram like way back today, just
Oh,
being
fuck.
creeping and trying to look at something. And I wanted to ask, what is the funniest tattoo you've ever done? Because I know which, like looking through which one I loved, and I thought that's fucking hilarious. And I'll tell you which one it is, but you go first, and I'll let you know.
There's a few that come to mind. There's the chicken in a shed.
I've never seen it. It just sounds funny.
No, it's fucking. I've
It's
seen
just
that one. That's fucking
I
funny.
think it's a chicken sat in a shed, but the chicken's like bigger than the shed.
Yeah.
It says, "Why am I so massive?" And it's from Alan Partridge.
Yeah.
It's like an Alan Partridge quote.
I'll throw that up on screen.
So there's that one. There's a dinner lady holding a black dildo with a, what's it fucking called now? A ball gag. That's it.
Oh, yeah, the
It's got
ball
a ball gag in her mouth.
Is that the one where she's hanging upside down, or is that a different
No,
one?
no, that's on the same guy though.
Where's he got him?
He's a tattooist on his thighs, I think.
Oh, not too bad
Inner
then.
and outer thigh. Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
He's a tattooist though, so he gets away with having some mad shit. Like,
Yeah,
he has got some weird stuff. But he's a nice lad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was the other one I was gonna say.
Yeah,
the
hanging
I
upside
can't remember
down.
what you call them now.
There's like a Japanese thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
In ropes.
Yeah,
I can't quite remember.
Yeah. That's funny though. I'll throw that. I don't even know if I can throw that one up on screen actually, but we'll
You
see.
might be able
We'll
to.
see. Well, we might have to blur it out. We'll see what
That'd be
happens.
right. Put some pixels on.
Yeah,
That'd
put some
sound-
pixels. I will put Iron Lung logo over all dangerous bits. When I was looking through today, I seen one and it didn't make me chuckle. It was a vagina moth.
That one, oh mate, I've got a story about that. That one. No, I forgot about that.
Did you? I saw it and I was like, so basically, I'll throw it up on screen for people watching at home, and it's like a moth, but like where the body of the moth would be, it's just like a vagina.
Right.
It's fucking funny, mate. I was sat there at work today giggling to myself on my dinner, like, looking at it. Fucking funny.
That tattoo I did on another tattooist as well, actually, about 10 years ago or something. Must be.
Yeah,
Maybe-
it was
maybe
way
9 or 10
way
years
back,
ago.
like right at the start.
And
of
then
your
it got
Instagram.
shared on like a tattoo Facebook site or something. But it ended up getting like something like 10 million shares. They don't even put my name on it. I was like, you motherfuckers.
Fuck's sake.
So I messaged him. I was like, put my name on it.
Did they
And I
put-
felt a bit sad afterwards. I was like,
Did they put your name on it?
I don't know. I forgot about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But-
Until now,
yeah,
now
I was
it
like, I
can
was
walk you.
proper gutted, proper
That's
gutted.
fucking sick.
Because it
though.
was like 10 best vagina tattoos. And mine, and mine was like, I think it was number 1, or the first one that came up anyway. And it was a moth with a clitoris, and the wings had like cream
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I tried to make it look like jizz or something.
Don't throw it up on screen. Fuck it. If we get banned from YouTube, it's right. Fuck it. It's totally fucking worth it. Mate, it's fucking quality.
Oh my
fucking love that tattoo. That's hilarious.
I forgot about that one.
Is there anything that like obviously you clearly have no boundaries when it comes to tattooing.
I do have boundaries.
That's
these
the
days.
question.
I never used to.
Just fucking do anything.
Yeah, a guy came. Well, I feel bad about doing this tattoo. A guy came in. I haven't been tattooing very long, and he asked for this tribal design that he'd drawn for himself. And the only way to describe it was, do you know when you make a chicken or a turkey out of a napkin?
Yeah, origami.
Yeah, but like you know, like you put it on the table at Christmas or whatever.
Yeah.
It looked like that. I just did it exactly how he wanted it because there was no arguing with him. And I always look back at that and I think, shouldn't have done that tattoo.
No. Is that
But I
just
did it
purely
anyway.
because you just was
Just 'cause
like...
it was so
I just had
bad.
to do what was coming through the door.
Yeah.
Basically, I didn't really have much choice.
You have a lot more freedom these days, don't you?
Yeah, I can turn stuff away now.
Yeah. What are the sort of things that you do turn away? Like, like stuff like, I don't see like tribal on your thing, but obviously
No,
tribal.
actually, I love tribal.
Do you actually like tribal?
I enjoy most tattoos. The only things we turn away are if it's like racist or homophobic, or if it's like if you came in for a face tattoo, I probably wouldn't do it.
No,
I might do it.
yeah, just
No, I probably wouldn't do it. I try and be
Talk
sensible.
people out of it.
Yeah, especially if it's younger people.
yeah,
Because I regret some of my face tattoos. Like,
Really?
you know,
yeah. Is that the
some of
same
my
way?
more visible tattoos I
Yeah.
regret. So
Is that with hands as well? You sort of got a similar stand on that with hands.
yeah, not so much with hands, because there's a lot of people getting their hands tattooed these days, and literally anybody will do it. You can just go from one shop, they'll say no, go to another one, and they'll just do it. So, but we're a bit more careful. We try and look after people, but we try and make sure that we're not tattooing people just for the money.
Yeah.
Because it's just not. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Really.
No, definitely. And I imagine with you being in Accrington, 20% of your inquiries must be racist or.
Not really, actually. The only one that we've had, I've had two instances. Somebody came in for a portrait of Goebbels
Fuck's sake.
for some reason,
Jesus.
and then so I didn't do that. And then a lady came in, and she said, "I want this cross on my neck." And when we looked it up, it was a fucking sunwheel, like the KKK, like logo.
Why the fuck would you want that on your neck?
Yeah. Why would you want it anyway?
Oh, yeah.
Never mind the neck.
That's
Should have got it on her arm.
No, but like, if you wanted that tattoo on you, you'd put it somewhere where no one's gonna see it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
you
she wanted it on the
really
back of her
wanted that,
neck.
yeah.
So I was like, no, we ain't doing that.
Well, how old was she?
She was like, I don't know, 30.
No, I'm gonna say if
At
it
the
was
time,
like,
it was like 10 years ago. Or
if it
something.
was like a 70-year-old lady coming in, that's what I'm envisioning. Then you'd be like, right, well, take it back to
yeah,
home.
it was just really strange.
Did she,
Well,
did
that's
she
what I
even knew
thought.
what it meant?
But-
Is that what you were trying? He said. He goes. I didn't even know what it. Did she even knew what it meant?
But her boyfriend looked like a skinhead,
Right. That's sort of
like
making
almost
good
like a
picture.
neo-Nazi skinhead, like you'd
Yeah,
imagine.
yeah.
So I don't know if it was something to do with that, or he might not have been
He's
an actual
definitely
skinhead.
like, get this tattooed on you, or else you're not getting any more heroin.
I don't know.
That's fucked off.
Savage,
That is
yeah.
fucked.
Horrible.
Why you gonna have something permanent? Like my tattoos don't have meaning like at all. But you're still careful in what you're choosing. Like I know if I got something that was like if I had like fuck on my arm or something, I'd never get a job in dentistry ever again. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and there's stuff you got to think about all the time. Like
Like, there's less and less discrimination towards tattoos in general now. Like, my dad's proper old fashioned. He's like, don't get anything below your elbows. You never get a job. I'm like, right, okay, whatever. But what the fuck was I gonna say then? Lost
you
my
know
train of
about your
thought,
dad.
bro. Oh yeah, but like, if you're gonna get something offensive, like, if you want an offensive word or symbol or whatever, like, nothing racist obviously, but like, fucking keep it hidden. At
Yeah.
least then, like,
Or just
you
don't get it.
avoid
Or
it.
don't
No,
be-
just don't get
yeah,
it,
but if you're gonna
yeah.
get something that says something daft like fuck or like
Yeah,
or something,
obviously, yeah.
like, keep it hidden as best you can.
You have to be more self-aware, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
realistically,
You're not
and
gonna
don't
get
be
fucking fuck tattooed on your forehead.
I have a guy. I have a friend. I have a guy.
cunt. You have a guy.
I have a friend who has "I don't give a fuck" tattooed on his gooch.
See, that's right. That's funny. Literally, no one's gonna see
He
that.
posted a picture of himself
fucking
like this,
sucked.
holding his bollocks and his arsehole were covered up with tape. He just says, "I don't give a fuck,"
I bet that fucking.
or "I don't give a shit." One of them. Yeah.
So sorry about that little cut there. We're gonna go to a bit of an ad break now. So we're probably just gonna do the ad break for True Til Death if that's okay.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
We'll just do some mad shit. It'd be fucking funny. It'd be right though. Won't it? We'll get you on it. We'll do like fucking like a 80s like.
What is this? A
advert
sketch
thing.
show now?
Yeah, it's our ads are slowly becoming sketch things, aren't they? So yeah, so we're gonna cut to a bit of an ad break now.
Sketchy show.
It's a sketchy show. It's books, mate. We're gonna cut and then we'll be back in a second. So yeah, stay tuned and that. Whoa, this is a little advert. Wow, amazing. We're in the middle of the episode. How good's that, Joseph?
Fantastic.
Fucking amazing.
You
Right.
didn't forget.
We didn't forget. So, if you want to get tattooed off the best tattoo artist
Where'd you go, mate?
fucking Northwest, mate.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
True Til Death, mate.
True Til Death?
Not anywhere else.
No.
We're not calling anyone else out, but we're just saying nowhere else. Just go True Til Death.
There are
get tattooed.
names that we could say.
No, but
we're
we
not gonna
won't.
slander them
We're not
like
going
that.
to slander anyone like that. So obviously,
But we're going to recommend True Til Death.
True Til Death. Chris Kenyon.
Jim Longhurst.
Jasmine. Whatever
Don't
her
know
last
her
name
second
is. Jasmine.
Jasmine.
And fucking obviously
Matt Weaver when he
Matt
gets
Weaver
going.
when he gets started, he's gonna be fucking
Gonna be the
sick,
Donny.
boy. Yeah, no mags about it. There's no mags about it. No mags tattoos, mate. It's only good tattoos and that. So yeah, get yourself down to True Til Death. It's gonna be a laugh and that. So yeah, simple. Booking. And we're back. Thanks for coming back for the second part. Obviously, we're still joined by Chris Kenyon. That was a little advertisement there for True Til Death. If you're looking to get fucking tattooed off Chris Kenyon or Jim Longhurst or Jasmine or obviously Matt Weaver when he comes through, then hit up the fucking Instagram page, or you can get over on the emails and that, can't you? So yours is cktattooer@gmail.com.
Yeah.
If you want to get tattooed off
Put it
off
all
Chris
in the
Kenyon.
description.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw up some tattoos here, so other than the profanity one. So look at that one. That one's sick.
Wow.
Ah, it's a bad one, that.
No, that one's sick. Is that one mine?
No, that's got to be Jim's.
That's got to be Jim's. Yeah, it's fair enough. That's fair enough. So,
You're going to throw up all these tattoos. It's just going to be your arm.
nah, fuck off. Nah, it's right, isn't it? A nice little passing piece that we have on Iron Lung is 5-track Desert Island EP. So, imagine, Kenyon, that you are on a desert island, right? You're chilling. There's like some mad like giraffe behind you, but they've got one of them like mega necks, and they're coming down because they think you're like a tree and that. So they're coming to like, obviously, they're gonna try and like eat your ass or something.
Where did giraffes come from?
It's not the first time that's happened.
Anyway, there's some giraffe, but you don't give a shit, right? Because you've got your iPod Shuffle and you're just chilling and that. You've got 5 tracks on that iPod Shuffle.
iPod Shuffle.
Yeah, because it's old school, innit? It's old school. You know, you
Yeah.
watch.
You can have a
the
Walkman if you want.
You can have a Walkman if you want.
Walkman,
Right,
yeah.
so you got a Walkman. You've got your disc in there, and it's got 5 tracks on it.
Disc?
Yeah, you put
Oh,
cassette.
no, see,
you
yeah,
put-
no,
you
yeah.
put a
I was
disc in a
thinking,
Walkman.
I was
I'm
thinking
thinking
cassette.
cassette.
To be fair.
Oh, sorry. So
Don't
you've
come
got
with
your
disc
cassette.
Walkman.
You've got your cassette, right? And you've got 5 tracks on it. 5 tracks that you have to listen to for the rest
Fucking
of
guy.
your life on this island. What are those 5 tracks?
Right.
And they don't have to be like your favorite right now or your favorite ever. Just 5 tracks that you're thinking at the
5
moment you
tracks.
couldn't live without.
Not in order. Just
Not
in
in
any
order,
order.
Just any order, yeah. You don't have to list them 1 to 5. Just whatever the fuck
We'll
you want.
say. Gonna put a long one on there. To kill extra time.
Makes sense.
No effects. The decline. 18 minutes long.
Nice. Oh, that's tactical as well. I like that. That's
Tactical,
tactical.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any
Uh,
any reason to that?
just because, actually, I was into NoFX, and my mum bought me that CD one Christmas, and that was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And it was the first NoFX CD I had.
Nice.
Yeah, I was buzzing because I'd never heard it before.
Was that when you was living in Essex?
That's when I was living in Accrington.
Nice.
Ooh.
The town of
Oh.
heroes.
I think I was like 14 or 15 or something.
Not decent.
Yeah. Deftones. Passenger, I think. Maybe.
Which album's that off?
White Pony.
White Pony. I do like White Pony. My favourite will always be Around the Fair. I've said that a few times on here, but I love Around the Fair.
White Pony just reminds me of that same time with NoFX, actually. Just having in my bedroom and blasting music.
Nostalgia
Yeah.
vibes.
Just nostalgic as fuck, yeah. What else can I have? Miley Cyrus.
I knew this was coming up because I was thinking about this when I was thinking about maybe ideas of what you bring up. And when Scott mentioned Nelly Furtado, and I knew it was going to be one of them sort of type deals.
Yeah, definitely.
Last time I got tattooed off you before Christmas, we were just listening to Miley Cyrus, wasn't we? Or like the whole time. It was
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
love
fun.
Miley Cyrus.
What track?
Never used to like Miley Cyrus though. We Can't Stop.
Nice.
So it's like bangers.
Yeah. Party anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah. That album is actually called Bangers though as well, isn't it?
It is Bangers, yeah.
What?
That album I want on vinyl, 350 quid at the minute.
Fuck off.
Get out of
Seriously,
it.
cannot get it for
Jesus.
like less than 300 odd quid.
Was it a limited run or something?
Don't know. It's a picture disc, so I don't
Oh,
know.
that's fair enough.
Maybe that's why it is.
Why Miley Cyrus? Like, obviously, when I'm getting tattooed and I was in agony because it fucking sucked that tattoo, I didn't really want to ask why Miley Cyrus, but now obviously I'm
She's buzzing, isn't
calm. Is that just she's
Yeah.
buzzing? What
I
brought?
I never liked it. I don't know. There was like a shift. I think didn't really like her when she did Bangers, but then somewhere like a couple of years after, I actually started enjoying her music. I think it was I went from Beyonce to Miley Cyrus.
Fair enough.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I'll mention Bruno Mars for me. Like, I fucking love Bruno Mars. Like, love
I
him.
feel like everyone's got just a weird pop guilty pleasure that
Yeah.
they don't want to
Yeah.
admit that often.
Mine will always be Bruno Mars and Doja Cat. Like, I love Doja Cat as well. Like, but just no reason I couldn't give you any explanation to it because I've never like delved into those genres and been like, oh, I like these. It's just for some reason I fucking love.
It was just when I remember when 24 Karat Magic came out, you were just obsessed with it all of a sudden.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
where's this come from?
Yeah, we mentioned this before on the podcast as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I fucking
No
like
idea
You,
who
you were
that
just the
is.
guy that just used to show me the heaviest music I've ever seen in my life, and then you were like, yeah, I fucking love Bruno Mars.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
was just dead random. I just liked it. I just liked it. It was just a good vibe. I just
Not
felt
wrong
good
with that.
listening to it. Yeah, fair enough. I do understand the Miley Cyrus thing. To be fair.
Yeah, she's just like she's gone a bit fucking 80s now, isn't she? She's like she started going a bit 80s rock.
Yeah.
I think it's her voice. I think her voice is like very. She can do anything,
Yeah.
like country, rock, pop.
Montana.
Yeah.
Hannah Montana.
She's very versatile. Do you like Hannah Montana as well?
Fuck
Do you
like
find
Hannah
yourself?
Montana.
Do you find yourself in the
No.
car going, "It's the best"?
I couldn't tell you anything about Hannah Montana. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anything before Bangers, I don't really know, other than Party in the USA.
Yeah, that was a banger though. To be
That
fair.
is a
That
pretty
should be
good
on
tune,
Bangers,
actually.
Yeah, I do like that one. I like that one. It's a banger. Little fucking dance to accommodate it there as well. If you listen on Spotify or Apple Music, then you've just missed that. So get on YouTube and see
Oh
that.
fuck, you know.
Nice, I like that.
I love plug
That's
as
smooth,
well.
that, you know.
Also, as well, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and give us a rating if you're listening on Apple Music, and also download it on Spotify. You know, you got to plug it in. That's all.
Shit.
Do you know what? I was looking the other day on our analytics on YouTube, and 80% of the people that watch aren't subscribed. So if you're watching and you aren't subscribed, subscribe, please.
Wait a minute.
Anyway,
I feel
so,
like I've just started watching a YouTuber. Bro. Like this was weird. It's like
Yeah.
Inception.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
people do this throughout my entire childhood on YouTube, and you've just done it in front of
We'll
me.
get
It was really
professional.
naturally as well.
yeah,
Oh.
we're getting professional in this pitch,
Oh, wait.
in this trap. We're getting good.
Trap.
In the
It's
trap.
another
yeah.
word I don't know.
Yeah, so it means like when people are
We've been, like,
doing
Urban
drugs.
Dictionary for Kenyon. All
Yeah,
afternoon.
yeah, we have. When people are like doing drugs in like a little environment or something, like a little house, that's what they call it, like trap house,
right,
like trap
I
house.
see.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, maybe I have it in
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
Actually.
We're not doing drugs in the I'm Lung studio, by the way. We're not
Only
even,
beer.
Only beer. Just the bevs and that.
That's
so,
cool.
oh yeah, sorry. The bevs and that. So that's free at the moment, Kenyon. What are your
Two
other two?
I'm gonna go Alkaline Trio.
Nice.
It's another tough one, isn't it? Though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like good ones. I'm gonna just say Stupid Kid, just because that was the one that I was at like school, or I just left school. I think I saw that video. I was like, oh, who the fuck are these? And yeah,
Yeah, can't say
Buzzing.
Have you ever listened to the Men Singers?
funnily enough, after you recommended Spanish love songs, somebody said you should listen to
Men
Men
Singers.
Singers because they sound similar.
Yeah.
I didn't really think they did.
I
But-
think they've got more of the Alkaline Trio sort of sound. Like
Yeah.
from Stupid Kid going to like I Don't Want to Be an Arsehole Anymore. I think them two are very similar tracks. But there's also like I Love Casey by the Menzingers. I think that's a
Right.
great track.
I have to have a listen.
But yeah, one more, Kenyon.
One
And then
more.
you're over the hurdle, mate.
And we're going to say...
Is he the only person that's done 5?
No. Scott was the only person that didn't do 5 because we got distracted.
Oh.
Britney Spears. Every time.
Hit me, baby. No, that's not.
No,
That's
no.
one more time.
Every
What's every
time.
time? Which one's every
It's
time?
the one.
Can you give us
Where,
a solid rendition of it?
She's like, notice me,
I don't know. I don't know the track.
take my hand.
Fair play. Do you know, every time I've asked someone to like do a rendition
They
of a
always
track,
back
they go,
out.
no,
Nah,
not giving it. But
yeah,
Kenyon's all
it's
over it.
really good. It's the one that James Franco sings in Spring Breakers. He starts playing the piano and he's like, sings it just like I did, just like really badly. And he's got these girls with balaclavas on and shotguns, just like watching him play it on this piano in like Miami or something, or wherever Spring Break is. And then it goes from him singing it into Britney Spears singing it. And then there's this fucking montage of like guns going off. And shit. It's a sick little scene. Like,
Yeah. I've not seen that film, but I've
Neither
painted
have I,
this
but it
picture in
sounds
my
chaotic.
head. I know, I kind of want to watch
it's
it. now.
it's a bit of a mad film. So yeah.
That sounds good though. I might watch it just for purely your rendition. What I'm going to do is I'm going to like watch your rendition, then watch James
like-
Franco's version,
yeah.
and be like compare.
He's like singing it with like a mad accent. Like,
Just need to do a really snide like editing job and put Kenyon's face on James Franco.
possibility.
just like the same face.
Not going to argue with that one.
Fuck's sake.
On the topic of music as well, I know I've recently got into vinyls. You've been into vinyl for quite a long time. And if Luke was here, he'd go on about vinyls for about 10 million years because that kid's got about 1 million vinyls.
Luke's 2 personality traits are vinyls and Adidas.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much his personality traits all wrapped up in one. But I see you dotted about on your Instagram quite a lot. You playing like a vinyl on like a Sunday morning or something. It comes up quite frequently. So I wanted to ask a bit like your vinyl collection, sort of like what's your favourite piece and like when did you start collecting them?
I only started getting vinyl a couple of years ago because we moved into our first house. And well, I wanted to get vinyl because I feel like there's a disconnect with music these days. So like we don't really physically handle music, do we? Everything's like Spotify and all my CDs have been like packed away for years. So I thought, right, I'm gonna start getting vinyl. So I contacted my friend Christopher Bamber at Townsend
So
Records.
Yeah, they'll be. So if you don't know Chris Bamber, I don't think you'll be watching, but it'd be pretty sick if you are. I don't know how far up he is at Townsend or whatever. Does he run the shop?
He runs the Great Hall shop.
Nice, and there's one in Clitheroe as well, isn't there?
There's one in Clitheroe.
Yeah, so he runs obviously the one in Great Harwood, but it's a nice little record shop. Does like little bit stuff. I look on the website. They seem to get quite a few good bits in there as well. Sometimes.
Oh, they
like,
get pretty much like. I just send him a message and say, "We get us this."
Yeah, he's pretty good like that, and he's a nice guy, like proper nice guy.
lovely
To
guy.
speak to him, he's a proper nice guy and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, he runs Townsend Records in Great Harwood, but we will leave a link in the description to obviously the website, so you can go buy some vinyls if you want to. Sort you out, he's a good lad. So yeah, sorry, carry on.
So yeah, he actually sorted me out my whole setup, and then first few records as well. My favourites, probably Alkaline Trio, From Here to the Infirmary, and I've got God Damn It as well. They're probably two of my favourites. Sturgill Simpson. I think I've got everything Sturgill Simpson did.
I don't even know who that is.
It's like country, like psychedelic country
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Sings a lot about
Yeah.
taking psychedelic drugs.
And a typical Sunday morning sort of vibe.
Yeah. Sunday morning is the best time to listen to vinyl.
Yeah.
with your bacon butty and psychedelic drugs as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to be done, mate. And it put
Mushrooms.
some mushrooms on top of your bacon butty. You know, you're all good, aren't you? Yeah. Well, for me, I'm just having the mushrooms. but,
Diet of
you
an
know,
athlete.
Yeah, it is a diet of an athlete. To be fair, Is there anything other than the Miley Cyrus vinyl that you are actively hunting for at the moment?
Donny Hathaway did an album, and I can't find it. I've just bought the live one from Record Store Day, from Townsend Records as well, obviously. But he did an album. I can't remember what it's called now. I just know what it looks like. I can't seem to find it anywhere. So that's probably the one that I'll be looking for the most that I can't actually find. Yeah, that's probably it. Maybe.
Nice. I don't know what I'm hunting for at the moment.
Everything, innit? Like,
yeah, it just becomes a
There's
massive
so many
cesspool,
records,
doesn't it?
Yeah, there's so many like albums and shit that I've like listened to throughout the years, and like obviously I didn't start collecting records till probably a couple of years ago as well.
I didn't start collecting records till about 3 months ago, but it's just been mental.
But there's like I'll be, like when I'm listening to music in my car, I'll be like, oh fuck, I need to get this on a record, and then I forget, and then when I do remember, and I come to look on like online trying to find them, it ends up adding up to like 300 quid.
Yeah,
it's expensive. It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't know if it was on the podcast. I think when Panda was on, I said that I was looking for Around the Fur Again by Deftones, and then I got that on record day. So now I don't really know what I'm looking for. I kind of really want Silent Alone by Block Party, but that's a really expensive one.
Yeah, there's nothing too wild that I want. I just really want Boston Man as Welcome to the Neighborhood, because it had a really nice like triple splatter press, and I just fucking can't find it anywhere.
I really wanted. I did get the record for Suicide Season by Brim of the Horizon, but I did see.
When the fuck did they do that?
Oh, they've been out for ages. But the original pressing, right, has a spelling error on the front cover, so it says "Bring me the horizon" or "Bring me the horizon." So it's got like a spelling error on like the cover, but the record is like. It's like blood. It looks like blood because obviously the front cover how it is, and it's like the vinyl's like blood red, and it's just solid blood red.
I didn't know they ever
actually
actually released them on vinyl, because I know they did the box set like.
It was a couple of years back. It had like,
was it when That's the Spirit came out?
Yeah, but it
was
had
like 70 quid for loads of shit.
Yeah, it had from This Is What the Edge You See was made for up until.
I didn't know they ever released them singly. I thought.
They released them singly, but they're just really hard to get hold of. I think that
pretty sick.
error copy one with the blood red vinyl is like 100 quid or something daft like that.
Anything really printed wrong is usually worth something, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's like Pokemon cards, like print them wrong. And
I've got a Pearl Jam 10, and it's got side B on both sides.
Oh,
just the sticker though.
Yeah.
So it's a nightmare when you're trying to listen to side.
Trying to figure out what.
I always get it wrong as well. I always get it wrong every time.
50-50 chance.
Yeah.
It's one of them. All you got to do is flip it over. Happy days.
Seems like 100% chance that I just don't get it right.
Yeah. Do you sometimes put side A on and go, fuck, it's not the right one, then turn it on? Oh, what's the right one?
The worst thing about records is when you've got to change the bloody speed. That really bugs me. Like, why can't they just make them all the same speed?
Yeah, I got a 2LP like four-sided one from Law the other month. It was from their album I Let It In. It took everything, and because it's on like 2 discs and it's like obviously putting like 14 tracks into the 4 sides. That goes onto the speed of like an EP, like a 7-inch, and that fucks me up every time. It just doesn't make sense, and then I forget about it and I put something else on. Like, why does it sound this fucking shit? And then I'm like, I need to change.
I do that.
Good band, that Law.
Yeah. I
always do it all the time. I've got a couple of like 7 inches. And I'm like, oh yeah, bang that on, change the speed, and I'll go to put a proper record on. I'm like, why the fuck does it sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks? What's going on here?
Sometimes I just fucking leave it. I'm just like, I can't be honest. I'll just listen to it at like high pitch speed. It'd be right. It's like playing Guitar Hero back in there. You got that on high speed. You just fucking mash through it all. Like,
sometimes they sound great if it's a fast song played slow. If it's like a female singer. It's quite a fast song and they play it slow and it brings the tone down. It just sounds like a fella singing a really slow version of that song, like a cover version. Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, funny you mentioned that on Brim the Horizon's new record, on what's it called, Spiral Horror, Posthuman Spiral Horror. Yeah. There's a track on the end of that with Amy Lee from Evanescence, and it's like a love song. It's like a love song ballad. It's about but it's actually about sort of like the earth and like environmentalism and all that shit. And that's really slow. And when I listened to it on vinyl, I actually quite liked it, like sort of sped up. It sounded like decent, like 'cause it's quite a slow ballad anyway. Like I thought that was quite pretty sick actually. I didn't mind it like that, so I listened to it properly. When it comes on in car, turn it off because it sounds like shit. I'll go home and put it on the hyper speed. It's great. It sounds quality. I love it.
Just fuck what the record tells you to do.
Yeah, fuck the records. I am the record. I am the record. Oh yeah. So obviously moving in from a typical Iron Lung staple, let's move into another one. We're gonna do inking it with iron lung. And who is it like most? What's the word?
Come on, pal, you've got it.
Suitable. What other suitability would you have than a tattoo artist and a tattoo artist like Chris Kenyon? So inking it is obviously the segment where we talk about your tattoos, and obviously you've got quite a few there.
It's pretty mellow.
Yeah, it's pretty mellow. Actually.
Quite a few bad ones. Though.
That's why it's funny. So you don't want to talk about all of them. We'd be here for maybe a couple of hours. But is there sort of anything sort of generally that you want to show as a funny story or anything that you're like,
Funny
this is really
story?
sick?
I've got a milk bottle with some teeth in it
Fuck off, where's that?
on the back of my leg.
Do you reckon we can get it out?
Yeah, it's
fucking
do you want to see it now?
Yeah, we'll
Alright.
get it on episode. Mara socks on. Lewis, get camera on this. Oh, it's a proper denture as well. I love that.
You would be fucking buzzing with that just because it's teeth.
Did I do that one? That's class. Nice. And when was the other one done?
That one was probably done by the Lee Royster.
Yeah.
He was our desk guy at the time.
Nice.
And it started off as a glass with dentures in it, and then I said, "Oh, let's turn it into a milk bottle." So we just added the top bit.
That's fucking sick. I've just got some teeth done as well.
Have you?
Yeah, I went down to Chris Jenko the other week. I got some teeth. I got some teeth done as well.
Nice,
With some teeth
nice.
on a rope. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I've got teeth out. To be fair, that's probably the only tattoo I have now that has meaning.
That is nice.
But yeah, it's not too bad. And they did a little dragon for me as well. That's pretty sick. But it's a right happy dragon. It makes my day every time I look at it. It's sick. Love it. But yeah. And is there anything else? It's like a walking
I don't know.
gallery. It's class.
Uh,
There's the one that you really hate and wish you never had done.
yeah, all of these. Basically, all of them. Yeah.
Do you reckon you'd ever go down the route of getting it covered up or like lasered off?
I want to get something done. Probably get like a quite a thick Polynesian style tattoo over it,
What's that?
all the way down. It's like it's like pattern work basically, just like black pattern work, but like Polynesian.
Yeah. So would you have to black out the arm and then?
No. You just literally just a blast over, so you still see everything. Still see everything.
He's got umbrella up again.
You still see everything like underneath it.
Yeah.
But the other stuff would just stand out a bit more.
Right. Okay.
I don't want to black it out. It's a bit too much. That I think.
Yeah. You probably get a lot of people wanting to black out as well.
Yeah, I do it, but it's not for me.
No, I see a lot of people black out and then put like the white ink over it. So I didn't know if
Yeah.
that was what you
Yeah,
was on
no.
about.
You can do that, but it just takes a few. It's a big
Yeah.
commitment.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I was speaking to Janko the other day when I was there, and they've just got somebody downstairs that does like obviously like laser and tattoo removal and that. And I was speaking to him. Funnily enough, he said like the exact same thing you were saying, that I ate most of my tattoos, and he's just
Yeah.
started on the process of getting a lot of them tattooed off. He said it was shit. He said he hates it, but he was like showing me he had like the corn logo tattooed on his
Oh,
arm, and he
nice.
just started getting that off. And yeah, that were pretty funny.
You tend to see like you can tell how long or how old a tattooist is by the tattoos usually, because like if you've been tattooed or being like the younger tattooists tend to have really good tattoos.
Yeah.
Say in the last like 7-8 years or whatever, and then the ones that have been going a little bit longer are just full of shit. Tattoos, not full of shit. But just like,
Maybe both.
maybe both.
Maybe
yeah.
both.
But they're like just full of shit tattoos, and you can usually tell what kind of within 5 years when they started getting tattooed as well by what they've got. I got tattooed by Olivia Dawn a few weeks ago. And she was like, "Oh, you definitely started getting tattooed at the same time as me." I was like, "Yeah, early 2000s." She's like, "Yeah," because we were looking at each other's arm, and it's all the same kind of stuff, like, you know.
Why do you think that is? Why?
It's just trends, isn't it? At the
Yeah,
time?
but
Just
Do you not feel like there's just been a big evolution in the way people are tattooing, or like the equipment they're using that's obviously made things look different, or is it just generally like trends?
think social media has made it a lot easier to find good artists. So like that's why the stuff these days is better.
people are less liable to go to shit tattoo artists.
Yeah, because when I started, it was just like you just went and got tattooed by. Well, if you weren't into tattooing in the first place, until you get into it, you don't know what's good and what's bad. If you've not really been told. So when I first started, I just went to the local guy because that's all I knew. I didn't know tattooing was bigger than that. I didn't know that they'd been having conventions since the 60s, 70s or whatever. I didn't know that there was a big community that you could buy magazines and shit like that. Yeah. It was just like, go down to that. I've got a funny story actually.
Go for it.
So my first tattoo, I went and I booked it, and so the day of the tattoo, I'm out skating with my mate. We says, right, well, we're gonna skate down Sandy Lane, en route to the tattoo shop. Yeah. And my mate would have come with me. Halfway there, he fell off his skateboard. He's like, oh, my ankle. I says, listen, I'm going to have to leave you. I've been looking forward to this. Like, right, I've just gone 17, I think. Anyway, I went to the tattoo shop. Shit, mate, I am. And about 20 minutes later, he turned up. It was only 2 streets away. It took him 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, he turned up. His ankle was absolutely massive.
Yeah.
It was snapped. It basically snapped his ankle and I fucking left it. I felt well bad.
What did you get tattooed?
I thought he was just being soft. A dragon on my back, but it's covered now. It's gone.
Is it gone?
It was terrible.
Where did you get that done?
Warner Street. Top of Warner Street.
I'm guessing that place doesn't exist anymore.
It's not there anymore, no. There's a guy called Frank.
Yeah, guy called Frank. Do you reckon
Frank.
Do you reckon he's still alive?
I know his son is still in Accrington, so
I
wouldn't say too much about you.
No.
I wonder if he's on Insta.
Yeah, should we plug him? Just
bleep it all out. I'm getting leaked on.
You're getting leaked on? Sorry, mate. We had to deal with this before. He's got to bring that umbrella over here for Kenyon.
No, it's all right.
No.
He actually got up with it.
Fucking funny guy. Fucking well funny. What are you saying? No, you can't get Kenyon going. No, it's tight, innit? It's tight. On the topic of tattoo conventions, I went to North Lakes and got tattooed off Jenko. I remember it was before WrestleMania weekend, and we spent the weekend the day speaking about WrestleMania because he had like a Ultimate Warrior tattoo, and like I noticed it, and we were chatting about that. It's dead good. What's been sort of like your favourite convention to go to?
Sorry, I just burped. London Tattoo Convention was the best, but it's cancelled now. It's never going to happen again.
Yeah.
Unless somebody else starts running it. So the guy who ran London Convention, I think there was 2 guys, and one of them passed away last year. So they basically decided that he can't do it on his own. It's been like a massive
duo, like partnership sort of
thing.
And
like they loved it. So unfortunately, that's not happening anymore. But there's a lot of good ones out there. Brighton, Bristol. Which one did you go to?
North Lakes.
North Lakes. Yeah, that is meant to be a good one actually. Yeah, and maybe it'd be nice if they did another London one. It was just a sick venue.
Yeah.
All the tattooists were actually world class. There was no crap. So that's definitely the best one.
Yeah, good. I like tattoo conventions. Definitely want to go to it. I just thought it was the worst experience getting tattooed in my life, but we just chatted and it was good fun. But like, obviously, you've got like a 2 meter by 2 meter sort of like setup, and there was like someone getting tattooed on the leg to the right of me, someone getting tattooed on the leg to the left of me. So I was sat on a chair, like a school chair, do you know, like them plastic ones at school, with my arm like that, because I had that piece done. I sat like that just for about 2 hours, just like, this is fucking shit.
Mate, that's nothing. You should see some of the shit that Leeds Convention last year or the year before, whenever it were. There was a guy, and he had a girl sat on a chair, but the chair was here. The girl was leant backwards over his thigh, and he's tattooing her stomach.
Fuck off.
It was like the weirdest fucking shit you've ever seen. And I was just like, what the fuck? He had like this like massive like cowboy style hat on. It just looked absolutely surreal. It just didn't look real. And her head's like in his armpit.
They're so mad though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, they're absolutely fucking mental.
Yeah.
But it's good fun though.
It
Like
is
the
fun,
atmosphere is
yeah,
class.
it's fun.
But more
It's too fun sometimes,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Because I can't really work them anymore because I just get smashed. So you're tattooing, and on the first day you're like, yeah, buzzing, yeah, sick. Dinner time comes, or like 2 or 3 o'clock comes. Go on, get us a pint, and then 7 o'clock in the morning, and you're working at 11 the next day.
Yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't know if the other ones are the same, but at North Lakes there's a bar on site, so I literally finished getting tattooed and just went and got a beer. And I was
It's bad. Usually, if it's like a 2 or 3 day convention, it's a bit different. I haven't worked one for quite a few years now, but usually, I mean, back then, the majority of the people would be rough on the second day.
It's always a good laugh though, isn't it? You want to get
But it's
fucking...
ace.
Yeah. Do you reckon they're going to start going ahead again now?
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Have you got any like plan books in mind?
No, not for tattoo conventions. Until they come back round, I don't know.
Yeah, just see what
It's
happens.
hard to, I'll see what happens,
Cool.
yeah.
Not a problem. So I think we're obviously going to have a bit of a break here. You're going to get shot. So you've signed the contract now, so we're all good. You drank the Guinness, so that is the contract.
Is that what it
that's
is?
the
Yeah.
contract. Yeah.
All right.
So Kenyon's going to get shot, and then we'll be back. We've got some questions from the audience at home, and then that'll be the end of the episode. So yeah, we'll fucking jump on that. We'll be back in a second.
Go.
Hello and welcome to the Iron Lung Shooting Range. We're back this week with another banger. We've got new guns. Kenyon's going to get shot this week. It's going to be pretty sick. Look at him. He loves it. He loves it. He loves it. He drank the Guinness, so obviously it's legally binding contract and that. So yeah, are you ready, Kenyon? George, you want to show the weapon of choice? So yeah, this will go on the leaderboard. So yeah, take it away when you're ready, Kenyon.
Stand in front of me, Joe.
I'll try.
On my ass.
Oh, it fucking curled that.
Oh, don't.
There's one more. Oh, fuck off.
This is painstaking, this.
Oh, you take
Oh, come on.
I've dodged it. I've dodged it. Come on.
1 second.
Please.
Come with me. Turn it on.
Come on,
We'll follow me.
let's go. Bro, best camera action you've ever seen in your life.
Behind the scenes of the Iron Lung Combat. Rats.
Bro, I don't want people seeing how dodgy this building is from behind camera.
I don't know one realised who did it. My shoes untied.
Yeah, bro.
So obviously we all do professionality here at Iron Lung Podcast. I'm not all doing this, but you know, check the mirrors. Obviously. And we're back with the boys. Come on, John, blow it up. I'm tired of doing all that, really.
You're like freaking Annika Rice. Challenge Annika.
I should have done the route. I felt like, I was on like, what is it called? That fucking game show when you were at Temples where they got the monkey statues.
Oh, I see BBC.
Yeah, what was that called? That. I felt like on that, or like on fucking Crystal Maze when I'm like, come on.
This is
You know what I
really
should have done? What? Should have done the route over. Do you remember at school, right, when fucking in year 7, you see year 7s run around with backpack on shoulders and you used to run down corridors like this? And then teachers would be like, on the left!
Oh, you fucker, that's me, not him! You prick.
The old dick twist.
Good old dick twist. Twist his dick.
Go back. Right, Kenyon, are you ready?
Get me this time.
I'll try.
Oh, you missed.
Bro, stand closer.
Same way anymore.
Stand closer.
Does anyone else want to get shot quick time?
I've just been shot.
You've just recorded
I'll
for
get
like
5 minutes.
Back at head.
Oh, why did you try and get me on edge?
These bullets are weight about like the same as a grain of rice, bro. I don't know what you want from me.
Oh, little bit.
Is that hurt, that?
Yeah.
It's built different,
I feel like it must have just like... I must just be on.
You want to get a shot from there?
No.
Fucking hell. Anyway, so yeah, that was a shooting range right along. What would you rate Kenyon there on 1 to 10?
Solid like 5, man. It was just
Yeah.
like you felt it a bit. But
Yeah,
not bothered.
you want that bother, were you? No, 5. Give it a 5.5, you know, for the boys. Anyway, so yeah, back to the episode and that. And we're back. How's your arse feeling?
Oh!
Don't tell anyone about the behind the scenes of this ever. It ruins the sort of
It
like.
ruins the magic of
It
TV.
ruins the
mate.
magic of TV, so you keep that quiet. But it did look sore, that
It went
shot.
straight
though,
through.
It did. You've got all in
Spat
your.
it out.
Oh, so while we're speaking of things going through and not following up properly, do you want to come do Spanish Lingo of the Week? Great Carly, everyone. Do you not think Lewis looks like Great Carly, Kenyon?
Yeah, definitely.
So,
everyone.
Lewis, it's been a while since we've had Spanish Lingo of the Week, and I've
Oh,
missed
yes.
it. I hope you've got it's been like a month, mate.
Is
It's been about 5 weeks.
Nah.
or something.
It's
It's been like 5 weeks since you've been on. It's been a month since we from last week. It's been a month since we recorded one.
Yeah, it's
That's
mad,
gone
that,
quick,
Yeah. So, you best have some cooking up for something good. So, Lewis, what is the Spanish Lingo of the Week?
This one's a football related one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can put a 5 on one.
Yeah. It's okay.
You already know what it is. You already know.
One minute.
Everyone knows.
1 minute.
Go on. Are you
1
searching
minute.
it?
He's Google
No,
translating.
I'm Google translating it.
He's gonna try and beat you to it.
Okay, we'll
Google Translate it might say it different though.
Of course it will. It's shit.
I know. Fucking doggers.
Spanish. Where are you at? Spanish love songs. Shout out Spanish love songs. The boys.
Come on, man.
Está llegando a casa.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go on, say it.
Está llegando a casa.
I can't have that again.
Está llegando a casa.
Está llegando a casa.
Llegando.
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 You don't know. You don't know.
Llegando.
Este
Uganda.
Uganda.
No, it's the Uganda.
Right, fuck you. What does it mean, Lewis?
It means it's coming home.
Hey, it's coming home. It's coming home. Look at the little
Wait, when did
mascot
that
we've
get
got.
up there?
Oh, we put it up last
Last
week.
week?
Yeah,
Oh, that's sick, that.
it's a little mascot we've got for It's Coming Home. So fucking fantastic. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, is that? Oh, right. Oh,
Move.
okay.
Fucking
Get out of here.
great call, everyone. Fucking fantastic. It's coming home, boys.
It's coming
And
home.
obviously, Kenyon,
I hope.
I have a question for you.
Oh, go on.
Déjame bonde un delante cono.
Yes.
Fucking class. So we've got a couple of questions from the folk at home that we'll ask you. So it's interesting questions. If you want me to bleep these out, let me know.
Okay.
And I'll bleep them out. So the
Start with Fanny Adams.
so Mr. Fanny Adams on Instagram asked us how big how big is your knob, and would you ever be game to dip it in hot sauce?
Yes.
And I don't know if I can say this, but you've definitely done that before.
I've definitely done that
I think
before.
didn't Jenno tell the story on it?
I think so.
I think Jenno's yeah. I've seen the video.
It was hot.
I haven't seen the video.
Yeah.
What did it feel like?
It was hot, and it's big enough to touch the bottom of a shot glass.
What, you knob or just the cock?
My knob. So you take that how you want to.
Fucking fair play. There you go. Fucking quality. I fucking love this episode. And Scott Jenno, obviously, big up Scott Jenno. If you haven't seen his episode, go check it out. He asked, if you had 30 minutes with Miley Cyrus, how would you spend it?
What was that question you asked me in Spanish before?
Déjame poner un dedo en tu culo.
Something like that.
The thing is, we ask it, but people at home
no one knows
don't know
what
what it means.
Would you
I
ask
can't
her-
remember what it means, but it's
Oh, well, never mind then. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, would you ask her to do it to you, or you do it to her?
take it in turns.
What about
coin.
at the same time?
Yeah, that could
I
work.
don't know how it would work, but
Yeah. Should we break the fourth wall and just say what it means, just for
No.
the context?
No.
Fair enough. So
Fuck 'em.
déjame poner en tu culo both ways.
Yeah.
Both ways. That's an interesting. I don't think I have to
Probably
believe
just
that
get her
is.
to sing to me, to be fair.
Yeah.
Just your own private gig.
Oh,
in front room.
well, you could do Déjame Bondera into Kuno and also sing "We Can't Stop and We Won't Stop."
that.
That was fucking funny.
Oh,
Fair
fuck.
fucks. Right. Well, that was an interesting little tidbit at the end of the episode. I'm quite happy with that.
Tidbit.
Yeah, a little bit of a tidbit, not too bad at all.
Bit?
Tidbit.
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 I thought you said titbit. First.
Tidbit. Yeah, it could be that, to be fair. And I don't do. Boys, do we have any other questions for Chris Kenyon? Or Kenyon, let throw it to you. Do you have any questions for us? We've never asked this before.
Well, you caught me off guard now.
Yeah. No.
Well,
When are you gonna upgrade your studio? Your awesome studio.
Spotify paid
No,
for
I'm being
this.
serious. It's sick.
Spotify paid for it.
It's really sick.
So obviously we can't go against Spotify. So, you know,
Even
until
though
they give us more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair. So, yeah. I think I
Set
actually have
up a
one more question.
GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe for a better
German
studio.
lass to hook us up.
Yeah,
That
we'll
little
sort of
girl
that. We'll get Mr. Beast to send us 10 grand.
Do you know that German girl that got that was caught on camera crying?
Yeah.
So someone set up a GoFundMe or something for her, and he got like 200k, but the person that set it up has no links to them whatsoever.
Was
so
it
it's just
20k?
Oh, was it? I don't know. It was quite a bit of cash anyway, but they've got no links to the German family whatsoever, so they just pocketed all this money.
Fair folks.
Wankers.
Maybe we should do that.
So
I
just
wouldn't-
punch Lewis.
I
For a
would say not
studio.
25 grand. Yeah, we set up a right nice studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Obviously we do this shit, Kenyon, but what would you be doing if you wasn't tattooing?
If I wasn't tattooing, I've put a lot of thought into this.
Have you?
And
Is
the
it something that
the
you-
answer always surprises people.
I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued.
I'd probably do long distance lorry driving.
Why?
It's just something I've always wanted to do. I've been tempted for years to do the test. Just
Really?
to go in for it, yeah.
The only reason, like, I understand where he's coming from, because the only reason I'm interested because I just want to see what the little bed thing looks like at the back, man. Just chilling. On your own.
Yeah.
You just go to a lay-by, mate. I'm sure one of them will show you.
Yeah, no. Excuse me, mate. I've just been
Can I
driving
see
down
the
six.
bed in back of your cab, pal? I've always been
Yeah, but
interested in
Oh,
he
that.
might
yeah.
not come out for a couple of hours. Yeah, fucking worth
He's a
it.
sexy little one.
Come on, lad, come in. I really didn't expect it to say that.
Yeah, probably something like that. Or like I really enjoyed working in a warehouse before I was a tattooist, so
Really?
I did that for 6 years.
Yeah. Is that something that you'd eventually want to move away from tattooing? Or
Nah,
no?
I think tattooing is the thing, but over the lockdowns, sign painting, that'd be something that I could maybe do when I'm retired. So I started doing sign painting, thinking that if I couldn't tattoo, maybe I could earn a few bob on side.
Yeah,
or
something to see you through.
just something, yeah. And to be fair, like I did file my tax return, and everything that I made on the signs, that all went in with my tax return as well, because it was an income of sorts, and it was alright. Like nowhere near what I'd normally earn, but it did a food shop every now and then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was really good for lockdown and
Did
that.
you ever got a lot of sort of custom with that? Was a lot of people quite because they were sick? Like I know my brother did a few pieces because he really liked them as well, and obviously we're gonna get one. We're gonna get that replaced
No, I
eventually.
painted that, didn't I?
Yeah. Sorry, I've got short-term memory loss.
No, I didn't.
No,
paint it.
I actually we've spoke about this a few times,
Yeah.
haven't we? We genuinely, I think we're gonna get one made off you and have that instead of that piece of shit. So in the future we'll definitely hit you up for that. But was it all right? Was there a lot of custom?
There was a few, yeah. Unfortunately, because I've gone back to work, I haven't had time to carry it on. So there's a couple of commissions that I haven't got around to doing, but I will eventually.
Yeah. No,
It's just, I just don't have
Yeah.
the time and the space at the minute.
You're literally fully booked forever.
Oh, it's honestly,
fully
like,
booked forever.
it's very good. I'm well happy, like, but it can be
Yeah.
it's quite time consuming.
Do you ever get like a piece come in like a for tattooing and it's really sick and you're like, oh, I might just fucking move it forward. I might cancel someone and get that in.
No, well, I don't like messing my customers about. So like, if people book in, I try and make sure that date doesn't change.
Yeah.
So it was a nightmare over the last year because I hate moving
Yeah.
people. I don't like letting people down because it's quite exciting, isn't it? Getting tattooed is
definitely,
quite exciting.
Obviously, you left your mate for dead to get tattooed. so-
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I know you choose to wear with that as well because my first tattoo I ever got off you, right? I don't know if you remember, but it's every tattoo I have, it's got like a memory with it, and I'll say, "Oh, I got this then, and it was sick or whatever." That was the first tattoo you ever did for me, and it was. I remember the day. It was the 1st of March, right? And it was when it was blizzarding, and the weather was disgusting. And I messaged you in the morning, and I was like, "Are you still going in?" And you was like, "Yeah, of course I am." So I drove down to Accrington, right, at about 5 miles an hour in my Polo, shitting myself because the roads were that bad. And I got there, and you were just there like, "All right, coming in." And it was just like, tired in the middle of a blizzard.
Yeah, I try and get there 2 hours early every day, just in case there's an issue with something, or you'd never know what's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
Printer might not work or something, so it just gives me that bit of time.
True professional. That's what I like to
Well, in some
Well,
ways.
you say true professional, but I went for mine, and he gets to the end of it. He goes,
One minute. Don't out Kenyon.
"What?"
No, out
Don't out
me.
Kenyon.
Out me.
So I went in for mine.
Fuck Iron Lung.
Nah, I went in for mine, finished it like 3 hours later or whatever. He's like, "How much did I quote you?" I'm like, "You didn't. I just gave you a 50 quid deposit and called it a day."
Oh, no.
Did I not quote you?
No.
It's rare that, mate.
Yeah.
It's usually I give a low quote and a high quote and say it's somewhere in between, because obviously you don't know how big it's going to be.
Yeah.
And I tend to not quote any higher than the high quote, even if it's taken longer, because it's only fair, innit?
Yeah.
Really. Unless it's like extremely different or something, or something changes.
Nah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I got to end, and you were just like, "How much did I quote you?" Like, "Nothing." You're like, "Oh, fucking hell, it'll be this much. Just go to the cash machine." I was like,
Yeah, he's fair. He's fair. No, so if you do want to get tattooed off Kenyon after this shit show,
After I'm getting rained
after you're getting rained on, my
getting
apologies.
bad, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is getting bad. That's
We're
what
drowned.
we're going to call it. Links for Kenyon's Instagram and obviously his email address will be in the description. If you want to get tattooed off the best, I'd say in Accrington. That's not just because you're here. I genuinely think you're the best in the area. Easily the best in the area. All sorts of stuff, fucking traditional. Your realism stuff's class. Portraits and that, fucking amazing. So yeah, hit up Kenyon, get it sorted. And we'll call it Air Boys because Kenyon's about to have a shower off the roof. So do we have any leaving quotes for everyone?
"Nah, mate, I'm all out."
Do you have a quote for everyone at home?
Up the bum, no babies.
That might have to, usually we end on always where you're caught in the rain, but that might be the new one. Right, fair fucks, right. That's the end of this week's episode. Join us next week. We've got Johnny Lindsay on next week, the poet, the local poet, your mate as well.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
Yeah, he's alright. Look forward to that episode. And yeah, so up the bum, no babies. See you in a bit.
I came to say I love you.